Okay, start out with behind the scenes.
Yeah. Behind the scenes of something you don't care about. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Make sure you get that.
That's a good one.
This is our dog shit documentary.
Yeah, there it is. Woo!
Are you zooming in?
Yeah.
Good.
Dr. Nono, do you watch horror films?
Yeah, love horror films.
I don't know about you guys, but I've spent like a significant amount of time just doing searches on Google or YouTube, like best horror films or whatever. Best horror films of 2015, best horror films of 1972, best, like I'll look them up, and I don't come across anything that I haven't seen 1,000 times advertised for. It's all the same mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
I want to hear about new or other stuff that I might not have heard about before, but I've had trouble finding. Maybe I'm dumb at searching. Do you think, have you guys had luck finding that kind of stuff easily, or?
No, not really.
No.
If it's not Halloween, people don't generally go to see a horror movie.
Yeah.
They're just not in the mood, and I guess it doesn't fit their atmosphere. They don't want to be scared in the middle of February.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
You don't want to be scared in February.
I mean, I think Valentine's Day is the perfect day for horror movies.
I mean, the thing that's cool about horror films is, there's no real classism in horror movies, because if you... like dramas and shit, they're always polished and clean and Hollywood and, just bleh. But horror films, anyone can make them. We could make a horror film with this camera right here, and people would watch it. There's a whole group of people that will watch that shit.
Yeah.
So there's no any person from almost any class could make a horror film, and that's kind of cool. It's it's an everyman genre. The problem is, it's an everyman genre, so you have a bunch of crap that's not pieced together well, that doesn't have the right archetypes, or that thinks that it does, but it doesn't follow through with them, or
bad character development, story rating, things of that nature. I mean, granted, horror movies aren't known for their riveting and coherent storylines.
Yeah.
You can at least have good character development.
Right, and that makes a big difference. I think sometimes if I'm following a cool character, I'm like, all right. That's why we decided to make a review system where the story is heavily relied upon in how we view or how we rate the film, right?
Yeah. A resource for people that don't just want the mainstream garbage that's crapped out. Not that there's anything wrong with watching some mainstream garbage once in a while, because I do. But there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there that nobody knows about, and you wouldn't know about it unless somebody comes up to you and tells you.
Yeah. Is this my cup?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
Are you zooming in on the coffee?
This is the Naked Gun films, where you follow the siren, but it's the coffee, going to the review, it needs to come out of a vagina at some point, and
So it's kind of like Alien.
Best thing.
Coffee into it. Falling over the newest horror film that released over a cup of coffee.
Everything that we're doing is not new.
Well, if I haven't seen it, it's new to me.
I think Satan's Little Helper is 2004, isn't it?
something like that. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
We're not privileged enough to be new. We're
we'll take whatever we can get.
I just saw Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, it was so good. When did they come out with that? 2002? But then I'd probably find out, yeah. Because they remade it in 2002 or something. Oh.
Well, by that time, that Rosemary's Baby is going to be Rosemary's teenager.
It's not a baby no more. The thing that's really disconcerting about horror films is that you look up the top 10 list or the top whatever list, and in that list is some bullshit that's what the hell is that doing in there? But if you look up any other genre, if you look up best action movies, I guarantee you the top 10 list is awesome. Those films are amazing. You're oh, of course they're in the top. Of course Drunken Master's in the top 10 list. Of course. Or if you look up top 10 dramas, you're not going to be pissed because you see Amistad in there or something. You're going to be I guess.
I'm surprised. I mean,
but in horror films, it's top 10 list. Paranormal Activity, Ghost Dimension. Oh, did you see the previews for that new horror movie that's coming out, The Witch? They're blowing it up to seem like it's the best horror film since sliced horror film bread.
Sliced maggot bread.
Because all the things are like, this film is so disturbing. It's like you're watching something you shouldn't be watching, and all this stuff, and it's all dark, and it still looks polished in that dark, polished, like undersaturated way that they do with mainstream horror films.
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't look like it's going to be like that, but then they don't show enough for you to really
get invested into it.
Yeah.
You kind of leave you wanting more, and you're like, well, I'll buy a ticket to see it if it looks as good as.
I have this fear that I'm going to see it, and I'm going to be like, yeah, the hell did I just watch? Because I've seen crazy movies. They're always European or Japanese, and you're like, what the did I just watch? Not in like, that was so shitty, what the hell did I watch? But like, what did I watch? Was that illegal? Did I just watch something illegal? Like, what the hell just happened?
I don't think you could do that to a corpse.